Hey team, just throw together this short video for you guys so that you get a basic understanding of how to prep when it comes to making calls. So hopefully you're excited. And as you can see, I'm in a new environment, but we always have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. So I'm shooting this video on the go, right? So no matter where we're at, we gotta be prepped to get her done. It's an old saying. So the things that you're gonna need for this, write this down. As always, if you're watching the training video, pause it if you don't have a pen and paper. But what you need for this are you're gonna need your vision board. You're gonna need a picture of like your best friend or your favorite person in the world. You're gonna need a mirror to put on your desk or by your phone or wherever. You wanna be sure to have your greatness tracker either printed out, sitting in front of you. I recommend printing it out. I know it wastes paper and trees and such, right? But I would recommend printing it out, not just using a soft copy. And then on your greatness tracker, be sure to have your daily or hourly goal, whatever your goal is, right? And then you are going to make the commitment for 2 to 3 hours, right? Otherwise, we're just wasting our time with this. So have those things ready: vision board, picture, mirror, tracker, your daily goal set and written down on your tracker or right in front of you or in big bold neon letters, and then we're going to focus for 2 to 3 hours. Now remember, when we do this, we want to celebrate wins, right? And keep in mind, it's going to take you 20 minutes to get into the zone, right? So turn off all of your distractions and get comfortable being uncomfortable, right? Have your water, use the bathroom, commit to 2 to 3 hours no matter what. I don't care if there's like nuclear bombs drop in. It's like, right? Commit to it, right? You want to focus in on this. There's nothing worse than, sitting down and getting to work and then you're like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom. Oh, I gotta put the laundry in. Oh, I gotta pet the dogs. Oh, there's lint in my belly button. You don't wanna be that person. Those people don't go anywhere. You don't drive to work and then say, oh, hey boss, sorry, I gotta go back and change my laundry over. No, when you get to work, you focus on work. I mean, even McDonald's workers, they don't get distracted. Nothing against McDonald's workers, but they don't get distracted with stuff. They're there to work. You are here to work. Just because you're your own boss, you're making your own time, right? Commit to yourself, promise to yourself. Don't make a promise to me. I'm just your friend in the business, right? Make a promise to you, make a promise to your family, make a promise to those who rely on you for support. Anyways, all right. So here we go. You've got your water, you've used the bathroom, you're sat down, you got your stuff in front of you, you're ready to go. You want to smile. I know I look really rough today, right? But you want to smile and you want to be cheerful, right? You don't want to be Eeyore when you're making calls, right? Look at the picture of your best friend. That's why it's right there on your desk. You want your clients to love you like you love your best friend, right? You want to do such an amazing job for them that they are like your best friend. So that's why you've got your best friend up. That's why you got your mirror up. So that way you look at that and you can connect mentally with that. Don't imagine it. I get it. Some people are like, I don't want a picture. That sounds silly. Hey, listen, these aren't my ideas. These come from the top producers, right? Anyways, picture of your best friend. Only ask open-ended questions to get them to talk. We want to say less and we want to listen more. That's why God gave us one mouth and 2 ears, right? So we want to listen to them. We aren't making sales calls. We're here to educate. So we need to find out what their needs are. Write down their needs. Write down that I said to write down their needs. So write them down. Don't try to memorize stuff. Besides, you're going to put that in their database, and whether they call you 2 years from now or 5 years from now for their next purchase or their next refinance or their kid's graduation, you're going to have that written down. If they're going to be like your best friend, you need to know them. Write it down. Take notes, right? All of you are single. Write it down. If you want to impress somebody, don't just try to memorize stuff. Anyways, I digress. Be engaging, fun, charismatic, right? You don't have to be as loud and as whatever as I am, right? But don't be an Eeyore, right? Mirror your client. If they are an Eeyore and they kind of talk like this, you don't want to be the person that's like, hey, how are you doing today? Right? And the flip side is, if they're the person that's like, oh, hey, I'm having an amazing day, let's do this, right? You don't want to talk like this. So mirror their energy level, but always be a little bit more energetic than they are. Be a little bit more excited, because it's an exciting time while you're calling them. Whether it's saving money or consolidating debt or helping them buy a new house or helping a business partner expand their business, whatever the reason that you're making this call, you need, because we call all sorts of people, from realtors to financial planners to refi clients to purchase clients to builders, you name it, right? You want to know what their needs are, and you want to mirror them as much as possible. Now remember, while you're on this call, write this down. Overcome objections. Overcome objections, overcome objections. So this video is primarily focused on those of you who are calling clients and taking applications, right? And when you're taking an application, you have to ask for the business. It is what it is, right? Go through the application process, ask them the questions, right? But here's the most important part. You ready? The credit report. And I know it, everybody's gonna say, oh, I looked on this website and it said that I have 1,000 credit score. That's beautiful. But you know what? There are over 9 different, me shooting this video, there's over 9 different ways to calculate a credit score, right? And when you're buying a car, or you're buying a house, or you're applying for a credit card or a student loan, those all score your credit just a little bit different, right? And so what we want to do is we need to get a mortgage score. And more than just the credit score, it's going to show us our history. It's going to show us what kind of debts they have. There's so many things on a credit report that the underwriter needs to see to make an approval. So if you are just assuming, hey, client says that they have a 660 credit score, no. You got to get the credit card. You got to pull the credit. You got to actually look at it. 99.9% of clients are wrong about their credit score, not because they don't know, it's because a mortgage credit score model is different, and they don't know all of their credit history. The only way to see that is to pull the credit. So get that credit card, pull the credit. Get the credit card, pull the credit. Get the credit card, pull the credit. Because without it, you are doing a disservice to your customer. If you get off that phone call and you have not gotten things to pull the credit, then you've wasted your client's time, you've wasted your time. I'm just saying, I'm not being harsh, get in the habit. So all the best people do it with ease. It is not hard. Don't do your client a disservice. So take a good pre-application so it's nice and clean, because if you don't do that, you're wasting your client's time too. Be sure to get the credit card, pull the credit, insert that into there. It'll complete all the blanks, and then we're going to run it through an automated underwriting system. And it only runs if you've got a complete app and the credit report. And then it's going to come back to us, and we're going to be able to run pricing, and we're going to be able to look at what the rate is, what the terms are, what they can qualify for. Some people, we run it through the automated underwriting system, and they get a 0.25% interest rate better than we thought they were going to. So that's a huge win. Now we can call back the client after we put it all together, and we're the heroes rather than the bad guys. Because if you pull the credit later and then it's a 500 credit score, then we look like terrible people, right? You want to get it. So anyhow, be sure to get that full application. Ask for the business credit report, and then here is something that's very, very, very critical. Even on call number 1, even if you've never talked to this client before, ask for referrals. And if these are your circle of influence people that you're calling, they better give you referrals, because they're your friends and family and such, right? But always ask for referrals. Always get in the habit of asking for referrals. Our business is built off of doing an amazing job for our clients, and then they refer us their friends, family, and coworkers. So be sure to ask for referrals. It's as simple as this. Write this down. Do you have any friends, family, coworkers looking to buy, sell, or refinance? That's it. Anyways, asking referrals. Next up. All right. So When you're making calls, you are on that 2 to 3 hour block. You've got no distractions. You're completely dialed in. If your energy starts to dip, stand up, get up, walk around a little bit while you're on the call. Don't stop. Once you start, don't stop for 2 to 3 hours. Don't get distracted. Oh, they said to stand up, so I'm going to put it on pause. I'm going to walk around my house for 3 hours and, pull lint out of my belly button. No, don't do that, right? Stand up, get that blood flowing, keep your energy level high. Watch at least one video, not during your 2 to 3 hour blocks that you're actually working on those 2 to 3 hour blocks, but on your free time, instead of watching the latest sitcom on Netflix, right? Watch at least one video a day about the area that you are struggling in. This could be product knowledge, right? So if you don't know much about FHA loans, learn about them. It could be phone skills. If you're bad at talking on the phone, practice it. It's not something that comes natural to people, especially in this day and age when everybody just text messages, right? Having a conversation's an art. Watch videos on it. It could be, I don't know, maybe you've got low motivation. You choose if you're in a good mood or not, right? The world, the universe, God, your friends, the person next door doesn't choose what your attitude is. Only you can choose what your attitude is. If you got a stinking attitude like, I don't know if I can do this, watch some videos, get some encouragement, do things that are gonna fill you up instead of, watching the news, which drains you out, right? So be sure to do that instead of the other ones. Set small goals at first. It takes a minute to fine tune your skills and knowledge, right? So you don't want to start off with huge lofty goals like I want to make $1 million a year. The average income for somebody who's actually putting in a full day's work is 6 figures, but it takes a minute to get there. For some of you, some of you are going to just hit 6 figures right away. You're going to start making, 7, 8, 9, 10 grand a month, right? For some of you, it's going to take a year or two because of your skill set. It's effort plus skill equals result every single time, right? And maybe your motivation isn't money, and that's good. Maybe your motivation is to help more people. Well, that's a lot of my motivation. That's why I'm shooting this video, to help you. I love helping people. I love helping clients. I like helping you. I like helping in the community. I like helping out in, on so many different areas, right? That's motivating to me. It takes a minute to get there. It takes a minute to define who you are. So set small goals, but what I would say is always make sure that if you are making calls, set one goal to have. If you're doing applications, let's keep this focused on applications, right? Make sure that you have one application by the end of the day at first, right? And if you don't get it, don't stop. So do a 2 to 3 hour block here, do a 2 to 3 hour block there, do a 2 to 3 hour block there. Keep going until you get it. Don't stop and say, I'll get 2 tomorrow. No, keep going until you get 2 today. And remember, what we talked about at the beginning of the video, we want to celebrate the wins. So if you get 5 today, celebrate it. Go out, take your spouse out and celebrate. Just say, hey, I helped 5 people today. Or if you're booking realtor appointments, hey, I booked 5 realtor appointments today. Hey, if you're doing refinance, I helped 5 people save money today. If you're doing purchases, I helped 5 people get qualified to buy their dream home. Celebrate that, celebrate that, celebrate that, okay? Now, here's the transition, right? If you're calling your circle of influence, and you guys know what a circle of influence is, and they are not giving you business, they are not helping you, they are not your raving fans, they're not putting out on their social media that you've got this job and that you are helping people buy, sell, and refinance, then they're not your circle. You gotta change those people. If they're not there helping lift you up, in my mind, right? And I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, right? But there are 2 kinds of people, right? They're the people that lift you up and the people that pull you down. And I would say the reason why I've had a very blessed life is because I try to surround myself with as many people that lift me up. And when I mean lift you up, they support you, they believe in you, and anyways, I digress, right? You get the idea. So you want to be around the lifter-ups because that's the most important thing. You don't want to get to the end of your life and be like, man, everybody around me just got to pull me down, right? You want to get to the end and just say, wow, I'm really blessed because I had all these people there supporting and growing me. So, anyways, to conclude, if you have any questions, comments, criticisms, or witticisms, that's fine. You don't even have to like my videos or anything. You don't have to take my advice. You can go online and find some other advice. I'm sharing with you 20 years of knowledge, seeing the top of the top people from everything from retail to brokers to call centers to you name it. I've seen it, right? And I try to pull those little gold nuggets and box them up into some of these videos, into some of our training programs, into some of our docs that we have in the Google Drive, right? I try to package up as many gold nuggets as I can, and I freely share those with you because I want to help you grow. I want to see you successful, right? The way that I get motivated in the morning is to see other people that are doing great, right? So book a time with me. But here's the caveat. Book a time with me once a week. But I'm not going to book a time with you if you're not doing work. If you're like, hey, I want to dig holes someday, and you didn't dig any hole, and you want me to show you how to dig holes, that ain't happening, right? So if you're going to book a time with me, I need to show that you're working at least 6 hours a day, that you are booking in that time, right? That you are pulling up your schedule, and you can show, hey, Dave, I made calls for 40 hours last week, and I only got 2 commitments. Okay, I can look at that. If you call me up and you say, Dave, I pulled up my dialer and then I went and changed my laundry and got a drink of water and mowed my lawn, and by the time I knew, I had barely enough time to pick lint out of my belly button and the day was over. So I thought I'd try again tomorrow. If you got 0 effort, I got 0 time for you. I don't mean to sound harsh, but I have to invest in the people that are actually going to grow themselves, right? The people who are going to try, the people who are going to grow. And I don't mean to sound like a jerk. I'm here to help people, but I need to help the people that can help themselves, right? So I need to show your effort. I need to see that you are putting in your time and you're trying to work and you're trying to be more successful, and I can help you. I can help you. I've grown branch managers, area managers, divisional managers. I've helped all these people grow. They all reported me at one point in time in my career path, right? I can help you grow. But I can only help you grow if you're doing the things on this list. If you go through and see how I've got a list as I'm talking to you, right there. These are notes that I wrote out just before I shot this video. If you show me things like this, be like, hey Dave, I took all the notes that you said. I watched videos every day. I've got questions about this. Man, I love you. You are the person that I want on my team. Look at you. You're out there, you're learning, you're trying new things, you're working hard. That's amazing. You are the person I want to invest in. You are the person that I want to share part of my life with, right? And help you grow. I want to look at your vision board, whatever that looks like, and help you accomplish those things on your vision board. I want to help you go through your greatness tracker and get to those goals, right? But I'm looking for you. I'm looking for the person that's filling out the greatness tracker, the person that's making their calls, the person that's learning about each of the different programs that we have to offer, the person that's diving into our business. I want to help and grow your career, your lifestyle. I want you to have all the wonderful things you ever wanted to have, whether it's more time with family or the better house or the school district or the vacation or the car, whatever it is. Give more to charity, help out more at the church, do some good things for humanity. You know what? I want to help you accomplish that. If you were the one that's filling out your greatness tracker, you got a game plan, your vision board's put together, and you're putting work in. You're treating this like an occupation, like a job, right? You're treating it like something more than a hobby. So anyhow, hope you're doing great. Hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck out there. This is really simple. Keep it easy, fun, and lighthearted. Just if you are doing all the right actions, I encourage you keep doing it, right? Success comes to those who put forth the effort. Until we meet again, I'll see you soon.